sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. You guys doing fantastic today. Got a really fun video with the Kleber, and man, this thing is awesome. And move over Khaba, Roughs. This thing is probably the best competitor for the gunboat because I didn't believe it until I saw it. But as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, all button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see value in what we're doing here, leave a like, comment, whatever, and help us grow the channel. It's a great place to meet people, learn how about new tactics, techniques, procedures, and having a blast at the same time while making friends. So let's get right to it. So look at Kleber. Here's a lineup right here. As always, a good destroyer player will always analyze the battlefield first before kind of jumping ahead and making decisions. As always, we have the Cancer in here, the submarine and the Malta, Balau and Malta submarine carrier combo. And, of course, you have no radars, so that's pretty awesome right there. So what is the Kleber, and how do I use this? So before, I used to use the legendary mod for this thing, which turned it into more of a torpedo YOLO kind of boat, and that's not really my gameplay and my style. It's not like a Palomilio, because the downside of that is because although it can get in close, if you get radared, hydroed, spotted, whatever, the Kleber, all it has is speed, really, and of course French saturation is the standard, but I've found that you still can get melted down if you're focused down enough. So what people kind of like to do with the legendary mod Kleber is kind of like drive in real fast, get close enough, maybe even YOLO like Apollo Emilio, but you have no smoke, you have no cover, and really you're just relying on speed and maneuverability to get out of dodge. So how I've been using this, because I've been playing a lot of Khaba lately, and even in clan battles and ranked, I find that because everybody's camping, everybody's picking Nova Brisks and, you know, just sitting in the back or using all these airstrike ships that just like to sit by, you know, islands or whatever, I find that you really, only thing I can do as a destroyer is really bombard from afar, shoot and burn down everybody, and just use speed and the juking abilities to really just piss them off and, you know, get them to shoot at you. And that, in turn, opens up a door, an avenue for my friendlies to actually shoot at them. So I find that the Khaba kind of long-range Ragnar kind of gunboat build play has been working for me and on my team a lot. So now I've been trying to flip it around, and I saw somebody actually bring out Kleber, and they were firing. Their guns just melted me for some dang reason, and I was like, wow, I never realized how powerful the Kleber can really, really be. So let's take a look at it. And we did really a full kind of long-range gun build for this thing, down 5.9 second reload with 139 millimeter guns. Not bad. 840 meters per second is not the greatest trajectory speed that I like. However, you can see right there the arcs of these things are somewhat medium to decent. So they're not necessarily Elbing level and Khaba level of meters per second or I would say trajectory. However, they're not lofty like the Gearing or like long range kind of that American style of 127 millimeter Mark 8 or Mark 12 guns. So, but these are awesome. And the other thing that they really do well at is start fires. Okay, here we go. We have somebody shooting at us. So Montana fired at us. Exclamation point goes off, and boom, behind us. Why would that happen? Because why the speed of the Kleber is its bread and butter. Notice I'm getting up to 52 knots. 55 knots is the max with the engine boost available here, which lasts literally majority of the match. I mean, to have an engine boost last this long when you build for it is pretty darn phenomenal. I wonder if I can see my build. No, I can't. The mod for seeing builds doesn't appear in the replay, so forgive me. I'll put the build at the end of the video. Okay, so what are we doing right here? We are literally pestering this western flank. Now, Kleber is really, really good for this. So notice how Kleber can get into position and really piss off the entire team because, look, I can hold an entire flank while my team, my battleships, I know are moving slow and they're in the back. They can move in position while I can really just harass and be this guerrilla kind of pop-up gunboat harassment kind of gameplay, which really pisses off the entire team so bad. I've noticed every time I play against a Khaba or a Kleber, this little battle right here just does not, or this engagement right here is really difficult and really just destroys any kind of enemy advance because it's just so dang annoying and really difficult to play with. Look, even the carriers focusing on us. Battleship Montana has only got his front two guns to fire at us, and all we're doing, and he goes down to a submarine. I guess that's why submarines are cancer. The battleship going down to a submarine. Here comes another airstrike, and Bupkis. He gets a little damage, chip damage right there, but that's okay because with the Kleber up to 29,000 HP on this what is it called? Arms race right here, and we also have the speed to get out of dodge, and yep, we get out of dodge and run away. Close AA is crap. However, it can do some damage. So I'm just saying, like my last video said, AA is trash. Yeah, it's there to kind of just scratch the paint of the airplanes, but they'll get a shot on you no matter what. But you rely on your speed and the French saturation to do your best right here. So right here, we look at the range. 16.3 kilometer range on the guns, and that is ridiculous, okay, for a little destroyer to shoot that far out. That's why we're building for it. Now, I've only got the concealment out to 7.6, which is better than Khabarovsk. Khabarovsk, I had it out to 8.7. So Kleber being at about 6 or 7.6, not bad. This is actually pretty decent. A good concealment for what you're doing, because you're going to be spotted literally the entire time because you're going to hold down left mouse button. Okay. Now the torpedoes. A reason why I don't like the torpedoes so much is because they only go up to 8 kilometers. Now they do a lot of damage, like Shimakaze level of damage, 75 knots. 9-second reaction time, so not the greatest. So again, they're more for that YOLO, go in and just torp a big battleship and use your speed. You're trying to catch a lot of enemies off guard, but really I don't focus on too much of the torpedoes in the Kleber, because look what you're doing in the background here. You're really just setting a lot of fires. You're causing Vermonts to literally run away. You're scaring the crap out of them. And you're also engaging a lot of the other cruisers, anything long range, especially destroyers. With the reload booster on this thing, man, does this thing, it cuts its reload down to 50%, which means that your guns literally reload in about 2 to 2.5 seconds. And man, do these things really pay a punch, especially with 2,000 damage-ish roughly, with 4 sets of guns going up against any destroyer. I've tried to go against Klebers, and I've always failed to kill these things because, man, the guns and the French saturation gimmick and the angles and the speed and everything, I underestimated how powerful that combo can be, especially as a little destroyer trying to go against a Kleber that is still pretty healthy. So, man, is it so freaking powerful, and it really is devastating. And I'll show you about a few games here, man. I just had so much success in this thing. It is freaking powerful, and I never realized it, too. I always thought, oh, you need to have heals as a gunboat DD main, but man, the Kleber, I can see why it doesn't have heals, because if it did, this thing would literally be like another Khabarovsk, because you couldn't kill this thing, because it really is a French zombie that just keeps coming back for more, and it keeps dishing out the pain train. So let's see here. What are we doing right here? We're on the GK right here, and notice again, look at the range. Very, very well out of range of secondary gunfire, so that's why I like it so much, because as a destroyer, you're going to have to avoid a lot of these secondaries, because especially with the introduction of the Libertad, the Schlieffen, Ohio secondaries are crazy. GK secondaries, for some reason, seem to be powerful these days as well. They seem to be a little bit more accurate, but man, at these ranges, I feel very, very comfortable in using the throttle and using everything, and especially in the arms race, we get these reload buffs. Man, this thing is dishing out a lot of pain. You know, another good thing is also the amount of potential damage you can receive in the Kleber. And there it is, our first kill for GK. Look at the potential damage, 890. I mean, that is a lot. Even Carrier's pissed off at us, firing everything at us. But look, it does nothing to us. Still at 19,000 health. Again, he is just wasting his time. And I love it. If I can't kill the Carrier, I'm just going to piss him off by literally drawing as much attention and fire from away from my enemy team, because they can't hit us. We got somewhat of AA to shoot them down, and man, it's so fun. All right, here we go. Tromp right here. Okay, look at the power of what this thing can do against a destroyer. Okay, it literally melts them down. I think we have an engagement in a minute here, so let's take a look. We'll shoot Tromp right here. Hit the reload booster. Look at that, 1,500 damage, another 500. The accuracy is not great, but it's still just the amount of shells you're pumping down range and the amount of damage they do. It's just devastating. Let's see here. We get one more shot. Okay, we lost sight of him. Hopefully somebody spots him. Trump is not very maneuverable, not very agile, so we know we can get him once he comes spotted again. All right, Montana seems like he wants to push into the Trump right here. We'll help him out. We have guns ready. Always be ready to shoot in the direction of the threat. I always keep my guns facing. That's why RPF was good. Of course, I don't have enough points to build over RPF. I'm really just using the situational winners of the mini-map and other people spotting him. Oh, here he is. Let's see, we get a shot off before he kills somebody else, and boom, there he goes down. Second kill right there, and oh my goodness, the Shimakaze is here. Oh, and look at our torpedoes. Ouch, look how much damage you can do, and boom, double kill. Double strike, devastating strike. A torpedo hit and a gun kill on a Shimakaze. That's exactly why this thing, sometimes it surprises you. I didn't even expect that. I was like, well, it'd be just launch torpedoes, and just 8-kilometer torpedoes hitting a Shimakaze. Come on. Nobody would ever spot it or thought that was going to happen, right? But, man, look at that. Power of Kleber. It is a powerful little gunboat package, and man, it is. It is. I mean, I'll show you a few more games. This thing is really redonkulous. All right, we're spotted here for some reason. Something is here. Not really sure what it is. Probably submarine, right? Okay, that was the game right there. We won. Of course, the power of the destroyer to win games is awesome in the Kleber. You do a lot. Oh my gosh, look at this. 95,000 damage, and we did 3 kills. And because we did all that, we are number 3. So you'll see you get a lot of top-tier games here where you're doing a bulk of the damage. Look at that. Potential damage almost near a million. So you're near, like I said, this is a annoying destroyer. So let's take a look at another video and see what we did. I mean, look, this thing does damage all around. It is just constant fire starting and holds a flank. So let's go to another video. All right, so here's the end of the video. Even though I'll just TLDR, this video is going to be a loss, but you have to see if you're going to go down swinging, right? And man, this thing is freaking powerful. Kleber gun build style, man, it is. I'll just speed this up because a lot of the gameplay doesn't really happen until the end of the video, but it's like, well, what more can you do? So you're going to get spotted no matter what anyway. So you got submarine, destroyer. The speed is what's the defensive measure on this thing. So you got somebody shooting out long distance here. Yeah, probably, what is it, Annapolis? I think it was Annapolis shooting at me. Yeah, or Jacksonville. Oh, Jacksonville, another American super Worcester. So right now, again, what more can we do? Okay, we have a destroyer in smoke, so there's nothing I can do there. I gotta have to run away, otherwise I get melted to death. And it pretty much seems like this game is just not playing out in our favor because the fact that everybody's in the back, nobody's capping, nobody's spotting, nobody's doing anything other than, and I have to be, and I'll be guilty of that as well. I mean, I'm doing only as much as I can do by spotting. You know, I'm just keeping on this flank here. Up front is, I mean, I'm in forward in front of all the battleships and the cruisers, and I'm taking the brunt force of the shots. So now, what I want to show you in this video is the power of the gun build where we literally are just going to be an arsonist. We're just going to start as many fires as possible. If it wasn't for this darn pesky submarine, man, oh man, look at that. Oh, geez. Holy crap. Look at that. That was a tough maneuver right there. All right, this is where we begin. So this is where the damage, so we're pretty much, I think we're going to lose this match anyway, so might as well take somebody down with me, right? And this is just more for just testing out the guns and seeing a pure gunboat build, see how this thing operates, see what your thoughts are. If you try to build something for this, what it would do for you. This is kind of what it did for me. You get a Hanover shooting on you. So I know Los Andes and GK in the back are spotted, but yet the Hanover elected to fire at us. That tells you that the destroyer gameplay literally can attract more attention than anybody else. The fact that, look, Los Andes and GK behind me are spotted, but the Hanover battleship would rather fire at me with AP. That tells you a lot of what you can do. Okay, he fires again. Maybe this time he fired at Los Andes, right? I don't think he shot at me. Yeah, I did this here. Yeah, it actually did. He did fire me because my potential damage just went up. Crazy. Now, we start a fire on Hanover. Just look at the power we can do. I use the reload booster here to start a permafire. Get as much fire as we can get on a battleship. That's why I wait for it. The technique is to wait for the damage con to be over. Once you see the flashing light stop blinking, that's when I start, hey, reload booster on, burn this ship down all the way to the ground, or the ocean, that is. And again, we distracted him so much, he goes down. Great shot there on the Los Andes. Next victim will be the Izumo. Now watch the amount of persistence and fire damage you can do on a Japanese battleship here. So again, this is exactly why I like this gameplay style, because this is the only thing to counter the kind of camping, cruisers, battleships, I would say HE spamming light cruisers and so forth. Des Moines, Janans, whatever. And this gameplay here, all I can do is really just start as many fires as possible. And there's Jacksonville firing at me again. And ouch, that hurts a lot. And this is why I got to throttle juke and get out of dodge. And again, but not while I'm still firing. So I'm not going to stop firing at other guys because I still want to dish out damage and also attract damage. So that you're doing a double-edged sword here where you're taking fire, which alleviates the damage from your friendlies, and then you're shooting as much firepower as possible. Now, here's the thing. My team is retreating. Full retreat here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. This is why War of the Vultures was broken and damaged, because guys just don't want to play anymore. It feels like they'd rather save their ship than fire. So guess what? I'm going to protect my retreating battleship. So I'm going to go out and dish it out with this advancing alpha team. This is why it's so fun. I like going out there and trying to help out my team the best I can while they're retreating. Pretty darn fun gameplay, right? Anyways, let's see how many fires we start in the Zumo here. I'll speed this up because it might get a little boring and just constant spamming. And there's another fire. Look how fun that is. Yep, Hoffman's firing at us as well, rather than shooting at any of my other guys, but they're retreating. It's okay. So let's see if we can get full gun build here. We got reload booster active right now, so let's see if we can start another fire on the Izumo, because I know over time he won't be able to do damage on all these fires. So right there's some more fire ability right there. Yep. Oh, man, he is really armored. He might have fire prevention on. I'm not sure. Yep, my team is just utterly full retreat here and full sending to the north. There's one fire right there. Look, I'm just left mouse button and just seeing if I can start any kind of fire damage as possible, all while throttle juking. I'm really focused on the throttle juke. Notice again, as I see 14 knots in the reverse, I then immediately go forward, just throw out a lot of shots. Battleship players just have a tough time really just figuring out engaging shots right here. He's firing one turret at a time, which is pretty incredible. I don't know how accurate those are. Okay, right here. So we got another fire going. We're up to 8 fires now, ladies and gents. 73,000 damage. Okay, now I think he damage cons right there. So let's see. Do I get another fire going here? Okay, his fire's out. His damage cons out. There's another fire. That one's going to stick. He is getting pissed. That's exactly why we like Kleber. Kleber, Khabarov's gameplay style really can attract a lot of attention, and he still misses right there. We're up to 1.2 million potential damage, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly why I classify this as an annoying ship, okay? You can start that much potential damage, all meanwhile dishing out that much damage. I mean, if these two numbers are ticking up, that's a good sign for your team right there. And notice I'm trying to hold off as much of the flank as possible. It's okay. At least my battleships and the ships were able to retreat to safety, because that's the name of the game, right? Is to save your battleships while they retreat to safety, because that's how you apparently win games. I don't know. All right, here we go. Look at this. My health is at 7,800. We're going to go against a 15,000 Hoffman, and this is the power of the Kleber here. The French saturation just turns their guns into spitwads, and now you're really just kind of focusing on the gameplay while running away. And notice I'm not really throttle juking or anything. I'm just kind of see how this plays out, because I wanted to see, well, if I'm running away, how hard is it to kill a retreating Kleber while you're driving into his shells? That's the problem. There's arsonist right there. We kill the Izumo and fire damage, and now look, look at our guns are freaking powerful against a Hoffman right here. I'm just getting one barrel at a time, kind of shooting, or sorry, one turret at a time. And it's still knocking damage. Look at that, 600. He just cannot sustain this much damage over time. And boom, he goes down to fire damage. And we survive with 791. Holy crap, 113,000 damage, 1.3 potential right there. And the rest of my team is non-existent, doing their best to just one little pesky destroyer can hold off an entire flank. That's exactly what we did over here. We destroyed as many guys as we can over here. Meanwhile, we're not going to go down with a fight. Okay, Sejong is coming in. Okay, this is a great demonstration of the AP. You can Citadel light cruisers, guys. If you get the broadside enough at 10.4 kilometers, we got a reload booster coming in. We're going to give him a little bit more broadside here. Let's see if we can get the proper angle. Let me see if I can mitigate that so you guys can see it. All right, here we go. I put the 14 on the center there, and there comes a shot. Here goes a shot, and boom, Citadel. Look at that, 2 Citadels. 3 Citadels. 4, 5 Citadels. Look, you can 6 Citadels. You can Citadel light cruisers from this distance into Kleber, guys. And do we get this kill? Boom, there it is. Oh my gosh. 3 kills on this flank, 142,000 gems, 1.4 million potential damage, guys. This thing is redonkulous. Holy crap, I never underestimated the power of what a Kleber can do. Unfortunately, our team just wasn't able to capitalize on anything that we could have done, but that pretty much is the game right there. But man, oh man, that was a powerful game. Arsonist, 142,000 damage, 12 freaking fires with Citadels and a destroyer. Holy crap, what does this do to our stats? Oh man, we are number 1 on the team, and we didn't do anything much other than hold a flank. That's all I did. I just protected my battleships running away. I guess that's what Kleber does, is suppressive fire so that everybody can run away. Apparently, that's how you win games. So anyways, look at that, 56,000 Izumo, 29,000 light cruiser there, and the Hoffman we eliminated even though he tried to hunt us down. Holy crap, this thing is powerful, guys. Check out the other another video on this thing. Okay, this is literally the very next game right here, and we don't have any carriers, but we have a submarine, and let's see, look at the top here. I like this new Aslane build. I can see everything real time up here, their health, their kills, or their makeout. Let's see here. We only have one Salem, which is only about, I think it's 8.5 kilometer radar, so that's the only radar threat. If you don't know, we'll just click on Salem, And what radar does he have? He has a 8.5. Yep, 8.5 kilometer radar. So that's the only threat we got to think of. This literally is the next game that I played this thing. And oh man, did we have a blast here? Again, same map. This time not arms race, more domination. Again, why do I like? Again, I like as a destroyer just going 3/4 speed. Right initially, right off the bat. Once I get spotted, I'll go full speed because I don't want to rush to my death. I'm not really trying to engage to anything. I just want to spot, see where the battlefield is, see where the enemy's at, and Salem. Oh, dang! Started to fire on us already. Again, Salem was our only radar threat, but we got to also down. The thing I like about the Kleber is it can citadel cruisers. Oh my gosh, like this AP right here. Look at that. That AP can do some damage up close and personal. Now, of course, if they're angled, they're not going to do anything, but if you get a cruiser, a light cruiser, I've even citadeled Moskvas and Stalingrads in this thing. So if you get the angle in close enough, you can literally citadel cruisers with these guns, which is really phenomenal for a destroyer, kind of like that Elbing kind of gameplay. But anyways, let's go back to the gunplay here. We are full gun build, long range, and notice, look at the amount of damage, 4,600 on a battleship. That's crazy. Look at that. Another 3,000, 3,500-ish. It's another hit right there. These guns do some damage, I'm telling you. I'm not sure what the AP would have done, but I was just too in the moment right here. I wanted to start a fire on this thing. 2,000 damage right there. I notice I don't use the gun reload booster until I know either I can start a permafire or I usually save the gun reload booster for destroyers because I don't know where the destroyer's at, and I need that gun booster to reload my guns fast enough to melt them because this thing can melt destroyers really, really well. And people underestimate that. They think that, oh, Kleber, slow reload. Excuse me. All right, Kirsar just rushing into his death. Thinks he can make it inside the little giant cove there. Unfortunately, he's being torped. And again, this is why I think, honestly, Battleship gameplay is dead. It just can't. You can't push in. You're spotted from the moon from everybody. And in the initial phases of the game, you're just going to get melted down right off the bat. So I've tried. I've literally taken Ohio, Schlieffens, everything out. And it's just very, very difficult in today's meta to do anything in a battleship. Libertad was probably the only thing I could think of to push in, but even then, the meta has figured out how to burn down, the Libertads these days. And yeah, I just don't feel Battleship gameplay is all that engaging or even, I would say, game-changing because you really can't do much other than become a gun platform. You don't spot, you don't cap, you don't do anything, you just sit in the back. So that's why I like the Destroyer gameplay so much. You really are just the game changer. Really, you do everything. All right, so let's see here. Long-range gun build. See, you even get a Salem to run away from you. See, what's the point of running a cruiser if you're going to sit in the back like this? Because I mean, look at the destroyer. The destroyer can literally shoot unabated and long range and start fires, and that's the downside of the cruiser battleship gameplay today. And oh my gosh, even a submarine's running away from us. So that's a first. Like, why? What's the point of your stealth and concealment if you're going to run away, submarine? That's why I hate submarines so much. Anyways, we're going to run into the cap here and engage. Let's see if we can get the cap. Oh, wait. Something is in here holding the cap, and I believe it's Yamagiri. Thank you very much, Moskva, for see, this is teamwork gameplay here. Moskva radars the destroyer, and here's the engagement with Yamagiri. All right, so let me pause and give you my thoughts on engagement right here. Okay. What are the threats from this destroyer gameplay? I know his guns are somewhat decent. They reload pretty darn well for what it is. So 4-second reload, not as bad as a Shimakaze reload or whatever. The guns turn decently. I think the Yamagiri has a reload booster. Let me think here. No, it does not. So, oh yeah, it does. It has the funny button. So he has a funny button, gives it a burst fire. So you got to be careful of that, but I got French saturation, so I'm not too worried, and I've got speed. So what do I have to do to engage this situation? I know that his back two turrets are facing in the rear, and he has to give full broadside. So what I'm going to do is speed up, rush in front of him, mitigating his back two turrets, so he only has the front turret to deal with, so therefore he has to make a decision. Either sit there and take it, or he has to show full broadside, and it doesn't matter. My reload, I'm going to hit the reload booster, and you're going to see my gun reload go down to half of 5.5 seconds, and it's just going to melt it, and I'm just going to try to shoot everything right here at the front, take out his front gun, and melt the rest of his ship, and you notice this engagement will be one-sided. There it is. His engine boost is down. Notice he can't get his front back two turrets to engage. I'm still shooting, taking 2,600 off of him right there. Look, now he has to turn in an awkward position, and he really can't get any of his guns to bear. And then I see if I can blast his front gun. I can really aim in his front gun and know it's too late. He goes down. Notice the gun reload there was phenomenal. It just melts destroyers, ladies and gentlemen. The Kleber is super powerful. I totally underestimated it, and this thing is a must. If you haven't grinded for it, it is a definite fun gunboat play to build with. It's in the tech tree, so you don't have to like spend anything. Just play the game. And like I said, you just saw the engagement right there on the Kleber against Yamagiri, a super ship. And we're going to cap. Again, Kleber is also great for spotting and capping. This is the thing that it does very, very well. It just runs across the map at sheer blazing speeds. It is the go-fast boat that you need on your team because it can get around the map and get to quick reactions very quickly. Okay, here we go. We got Jaeger getting stuck on the island right there, and this is our primary opportunity. Get the gun reload booster out, and we just unload and help out our Moskva so much, and boom, he goes down. Splash 2, 79,000 damage, and then here's the ability to maneuver. Kleber is pretty okay to maneuver, especially at slow speeds, even fast speeds. It's kind of the go-fast boat style where, okay, hey, you're just going to have to pre-judge where things are going to be at, and you're just going to have to maneuver, just get a feel for it, and it's pretty darn okay for what it can do, especially at the speeds that you're getting. And here we go. We got the rune right here, and just notice the amount of firepower we get on these cruisers, okay? Because this thing also, this is the bread and butter of it. It melts cruisers that just like to sit around, camp, whatever, and these guns are super, super deadly, especially because of the fact that they can start fires like a champ. And let's see here. It says the 10% fire chance. Look at that. There's one fire. You're going to see a lot of fire started right here. 10%. Which is a little bit better than some of that other 8% I've been seeing on the other destroyers. I think Khabarov's is 8%, I forgot. But yeah, Kleber, 10%, very, very awesome. And I haven't even built for it. I didn't even put any flags or anything for the fire chance. It's just baked in 10%. Pretty awesome. And do we get that skill? Boom, there it is, splash 3. 3 ships down. Kleber taking the pain to downtown. And let's see if we can help out our Delta team right here. Delta seems to be struggling, so we're going to run. Again, look how fast I got across the map in the Kleber, and I ran literally from all the western flank, all the way from Alpha to Cap Alpha to come over to help out Delta, and now everybody's shooting at me now because why we're a big distraction. That's what you want to be at. You want to be the biggest distraction on the map, so it alleviates the firepower. You got to realize even defensiveness is a good thing for your team. If you can absorb a lot of firepower from the enemy, that means that's less firepower that's being dealt to your team. I mean, ships can only shoot so many shells, right? So if you can take those shells and absorb them, it helps out your team a great deal. That makes a good destroyer player. All right, let's see. Libertad is getting shot at 11,000. Again, very, very powerful. I recommend Libertad is probably the premier secondary brawling ship right now in the game. Very, very strong. But again, the meta now has been figured out that you can just burn these things down. Everybody figures out the Libertad is super powerful, so if you can all focus it and get it down, burn it down and focus fire, you can really win the game and kill that guy. All right, let's see. Let's take out... Okay, we got to work on the flank here. Let's get this Prince Van Orange. I believe this is the new airstrike gimmick cruiser. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, he's got the airstrike. Super powerful. Let's see if we can take him down. Okay, where's... Ooh, Libertad is... Okay, he's burning out, so let's not worry about him. Okay, everybody's firing at us again. And Prince Van Orange. Let's see if we can take him now. Look at the power of this on cruisers. All right, non-pens on the main armor there. Let's see if we can get some superstructure damage. All right, there's 1,700. He fires AP again and again. I don't recommend firing AP at a full-speed Kleber. You're just going to have a hard time all day. It's going to be very frustrating. We'll launch some preemptive torpedoes in case he turns into us. I always launch right into the nose because most of the time guys are weaving in and out, and they forget that you just launch straight at them, and those typically give me more chance of hitting them. Let's see here. Let's get a back shot right there. And this guy is pretty heavily armored. We're getting a lot of non-pens, so again, these guns don't really pen all that 50 mil armor plating. Again, I can only get a certain amount, especially if you got heavy armor. Again, let's see. What is the armor pen on this thing? Yeah, I only get 23 mil, so anything higher than that, you're not getting... Oh, look at that. He goes down. We got 10 fire starter legions at 111,000 damage. We take out 4 guys, and we got to go win this game. So let's see if we... Okay, and this is the power of the Kleber right here. Again, usually in other destroyers, it would take me forever to get back to the cab, but you know what? I can get back super, super fast, especially with a 4-minute engine boost. Running back to Delta Cap. And we can shoot against Salem right here. Yeah, look at the range. The range helps out a lot. In a normal gun build on the Kleber, I wouldn't have been able to reach out to these ranges. And really, I couldn't be effective. But actually now, by shooting at the Salem, I'm actually causing him to turn in a direction that favors me and my team. And it puts him in an awkward position because he's getting shot at. Now, I don't think I would have been able to switch to AP in this situation. I was just too engaged of trying to start a fire on this guy. Because AP would have been devastating on this guy on a full broadside cruiser. But you know what? I wanted to start more and more fires, which we started 11 so far. Look at that. We've capped Delta Point and started another fire. Hopefully this one is a one that sticks and is a permafire. Again, this thing is nothing to gawk at, guys. I mean, the amount of fires this thing starts, it is powerful. All right, let's see if we can run. We've got the 2 caps. Looks like we're about to win this thing anyways. Okay, here we go. Yamato. Felt like I wanted to rush this guy, and I think he gets a nice shot on us in the front end, but we pretty much win this game anyway, so we're just having fun. And ouch, yeah, you can't absorb that right off the bat. And oh wait, I forgot, we lost this battle. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. My entire team was done. I was the last person there, but man, you could see the power of if my team had survived, what you can do, and you just gotta run around. But man, holy crap, 137,000 damage, 4 kills, 14 fires, and what does that put us? Yeah, number 1 on the team. We did literally way more than the lowest players were here. We were doing the bulk of the work. If a destroyer has to do the bulk of the work, your team is doomed. You gotta have to help your destroyer out. Almost one. That is pretty much 1 million potential damage right there. You are literally classified as an annoying destroyer if you do that much. But man, did we survive a lot of firepower. We were holding a whole team back, and we were unable to pull that one through. Can't just carry the whole game right there. Anyways, let's take a look at another video that really shines on this this build. All right, here's another video with the Kleber, this time with only a submarine and 1 radar, 2 radars, 3 radars. So that's pretty powerful. We watch the power of what this thing can do. And oh man, look at this. Not PQ, which I believe that is PQ, but and he's in the right clan there. So anyways, shout out if that is not PQ, not PQ. Let me know, guys. I don't know. I mean, but I follow him a lot. Potato Quality, pretty good YouTuber out there. Posting this video on behalf of him. He's pretty awesome, and I enjoy his work as well. So shout out to you, buddy, from Ripper and the military. You guys are doing great work out there. Keep it up. All right, so here we go in the Kleber on the map. What is this map called? Hotspot. Domination. Okay, so right off the bat here, what am I doing here? Good destroyer player scans the threat out, 3 radars, and we're going to go in and actually engage on the western flank. This is what I've seen a lot of problems in ranked and clan battles, is these parking cruisers, and I just engage right away because I want to burn down the whole world as fast as I can. And this is a great video to show off the power and is being if you like being annoying, the Kleber is right up there with Khabarovsk, and holy crap, this thing literally is a powerful anti-cruiser camper. You literally can burn down anybody that likes to camp. So this is pretty awesome right here. So Baltimore's firing at us, Richelieu's firing at us, and our team is going to try to hold A, but we're going to do our best to melt down as much as we can. Now, here's the downside. If you are a battleship and you're shooting at a Kleber, you are literally going to sacrifice yourself to the onslaught of what it's going to do to yourself, because now you're not engaging anybody else in your team, and I like that. Bad for the enemy team, good for our team, because the fact that the Richelieu here is not shooting at any of my players, Baltimore's not shooting at my players, and I'm taking the brunt force of the damage, means that our team will survive a lot better this way, okay? It's almost like, again, we're like a battleship tanking, and look at the ability for us to just juke these shells. Look at that, full speed right there, boom, stops all the shells right there. He misses completely, and this thing can literally juke and throttle juke pretty darn well at these ranges, especially like the Khabarovs can do, and it is very, very powerful to do. And notice my technique was if I get to 14 knots in full reverse, I'll immediately change direction, get to 14 knots, and then slow back down again. And that is pretty effective at just throwing a lot of these shots off, because it's so random that these battleship players just really don't know where to aim because they have no idea where you're going. See, look at that. He's shooting too far forward. He thought I was going forward because 14 knots was just enough to not really know, are you going forward, are you going back? And that's why I have this ASLane indicator above the ship. If it's full green, he's full throttle forward. It tells me where his throttle is at, which is pretty darn good to judge. And then if it's red, that means he's in reverse. So that's a good indication of how he's manipulating the throttle. So right now, again, nosing in right now, he takes a shot at us. We're just trying to get another fire on him. And the shots actually connect. And that was a lucky shot right there. That's RNG just got me on the backside there. So I thought I would have dodged all of them. Now we're just going to sit here and farm and engage. Now the guns are about 5-second reloads right now. You can see at the bottom of the screen right there. 5-second reload, not the greatest reload that I want. I want a little faster. But until I get a fire on this guy, we'll activate the reload booster. So we got one fire there. He takes another shot and misses again. You see the power of the throttle juke. And let's see if we can get another couple shots on him. Notice he's given up. I always look at his guns right there. Once you see the guns turn away, then you're like, oh, thank gosh. He actually stopped firing us. Because I find that literally it's all about persistence. Persistence wins the day all the time. Someone told me that, a millionaire, when I spoke with that I knew. He said, look, man, it doesn't matter your skills, your knowledge, whatever. Dude, if you can be persistent and outplay or outdo or outwork somebody, you're going to beat them no matter what. I don't care what their skill is. So that's pretty much the same. I apply the same kind of philosophy here, where if I literally just keep focusing on one guy, eventually you're going to win the day. And this guy is really getting pissed here. He's down to down to 20 health. We're at 28,000 damage so far. We've absorbed 255,000 potential, and he gave up on us. Notice that he gave up. Had he been persistent, maybe he would have gotten me, but now he's focused on somebody else. Okay, now his guns are looking at us again. So finally, it's probably because we're the only one spotted. Because look, Libertad, if they're not blinking on my minimap, that means they're not spotted. Massachusetts is spotted right now. He's the one that is being spotted by blinking on the minimap. That's a great mod, by the way. Letting me know who's spotted so I can figure out who's in danger. And we start another fire. Oh, and he still didn't fire at us. Not sure who he's firing at. Who is he firing at? Oh, he's firing on the North Carolina behind me. I didn't see him on the minimap. So he was firing on North Carolina. So bad choice right there because I'm the one doing majority of the damage to you. He's at 8,000. If we can get one more fire on this guy, and this is just the power of throttle juking back and forth, and firing at one guy. And this really, I find, solves the camping problem very, very well. If you were in a Novosibirsk or a Moscow or Stalingrad, this thing it is just devastating. Okay, he fires in front, so I slam on the brakes, throttle juke this off, and he connects. Gosh, good shot there. I thought he didn't have me, but unfortunately, he only got my engine and torpedo, didn't start a fire, and didn't create too much damage. And North Carolina's helping us out by juking, by pushing us to the side. All right, he's only down to 2,000. Might as well finish this guy off. This is pretty much the end of his demise right here. He fires another one at North Carolina, and this one counts as damage to us as well. Look at that, 336,000 potential damage at the top right screen right there. Even if he fires North Carolina, it counts as a shot at us. Holy crap, how long does it take to kill this guy? There it is, and boom, finally, persistence wins the day, guys. We got 336,000 potential, 57,000 damage we did on him. That was a brute force kill right there. Okay, now it's time to kill on the Vermont. He is not looking at us. He's within range of our torpedoes, and we're going to take a shot at him. Notice the guns on this thing do pretty significant damage on his superstructure as well. And we're helping our team, and he goes down. Can't push in on a Vermont, guys. Here it is. Battleship gameplay is dead. You can't push into a bulk like that. All right, we're going to run down the Shimakaze. Okay, so now that we've got an alpha there, PQ's in the Tulsa, so he's doing a great job of just being a good radar cruiser. And we are going to support Charlie. Now, this is, again, why is Kleber great? It reacts to the map so darn quickly because of the amount of speed it has. You can just move around the map with autonomy, and you can help out our team. Okay, here we go. We got a shot on the Shimakaze here. Unfortunately, he goes undetected. I hope somebody had radared him. And we get 2 hits. Ooh, here we go. Gearing right here off the bat. We get a nice little radar on the Shimakaze, but you know what? I have a bigger threat of the gearing. I don't want to get shot by him. We're going to go undetected and rush him. Now, I find that just by playing this game, a Kleber rushing at you nose in is so difficult to kill for some darn reason. And I say, well, let me apply this thing, and let's see what I can do by rushing into somebody and see how effective. I'll save my reload booster for this situation. If I need to use it, it'll burn down and kill the gearing right off the bat. But you can also do in torpedo runs on destroyers with these torpedoes because they are powerful up close and personal. There goes his gearing. So I know the gearing has a long reload for torpedoes now. So he pretty much has a cooldown. And so I'm not really worried about his torpedoes. All I have to worry about is his guns. So where is this guy? I've got the engine boost, full speed. I have no idea. This is why RPF is so crucial. I have no idea where he's at. I'm just going to see if I can rush the smoke and figure out where he's at right now. So as soon as we pop out of this smoke, we have to immediately look at the minimap and figure out where he's at. Okay, eyes transition minimap. He's to our right. Okay, so immediately I turn right. My guns are facing the left, so I'm going to do all my best to turn the ship hard right. But I found that the front 2 guns are sufficient enough to kill this guy. Look at that, 2,600 damage just with front two turrets. Oh, if only I got that nice torpedo a little bit. I let him a little bit more, I would have gotten a torpedo kill. But anyways, we're going to go full broadside. He goes the opposite direction, which limits his guns now. So now here comes the reload booster. And Gearing just cannot survive the onslaught of this. He just got outmaneuvered right there. And he is down. Look at that. Splash 2, taking down a destroyer Gearing, and that helps out our team. Notice that we are now overrunning the map, and this game is pretty much over. Good job there. It was great to play with PQ right there. Pretty fun. Ooh, and we got something at Alpha Cap, and it's probably the submarine right here. Yeah, whatever. Submarine can't cap anyways. Can't cap and hold, that is. He capped it, but oh well, we got it. That was a fun game. That's the power of the Kleber right there. Let's see how we did. We didn't do much, but yeah, we're in the top 3 right there, doing a lot of firepower. And yeah, we were just sitting there like 57,000 damage just on a camping battleship. But we did our work there. Let's take a look at another video. Okay, so we have somewhat of a hybrid carrier here, Louisiana, and the new buff Janons with a greater reload. A lot of people are playing Janons lately, so pretty interesting there. I'll have to play that and see how it goes. And then, of course, you have Submarine and the Hoffman, 6-kilometer hydro, that is. So let's see if we can go against this with the high-speed, long gun range build Kleber. All right, so I like this map, actually. So on an open water gunboat situation, this map does very, very well for the Kleber. I mean, look at the amount of playroom we have at Charlie Cap. Again, Charlie Cap is being contested. That's why I don't like rushing in too much caps. I let the enemy team just get it and then come back later. Now we're going to engage the Louisiana. Ooh, here we go. Alvaro de Bazan also got a buff. Actually, no, it's not that one. I think it's the other one, the Regalo. That one had the engine boost buff, so... Look at the amount of damage we're doing on this guy. We got engine reload booster active there, taking out 3,300 damage, and he had to smoke up right off the bat there. We take as much damage as we can off the Bazan, and he doesn't have any heals, so anything we take will be sticking. And here we go. We have Louisiana firing at us, and that's good because now we got him distracted, so he's not flying his airplanes around. He's firing more guns at him, and let's see. Look at the amount of accuracy he has. Fired a back turret right there, and he actually hit us. I can't believe that, but it's okay. He scratched the paint. And we have another bad guy here, Janan. That is not a good thing. He has got that fast reload boost now, so he's got that buff of a shorter time reload. So let's see if we can get out of dodge here. We're just going to run around. Yep, he's firing at us. We're going to throttle juke, run around. Let's see if any of these guys... we're just playing target practice with the enemy here and see if they can... Ooh, somebody connected pretty good there. Man, I didn't realize how accurate those Louisiana guns are. But it's okay. He is stuck on an island. I didn't think he could hit an island with the amount of ships steering he has. Or situational awareness I thought he had. So I guess he wants to duke it out with a Kleber. So good choice right there. So there goes shots in front. I mean, again, this throttle juke ability of the Kleber is powerful. If you can throw shots this far off, that is great. Especially with the long distance you have. Man, Janan got some shots that shouldn't have happened. So we're going to keep throttle juking back and forth, being as annoying as we can be, because, again, remember, the longer Louisiana is so tunnel vision focused. I love doing this to players. If I can get a player so tunnel vision that they totally forget that they're fighting against 10 other guys, then this is awesome. I've done my part. I've already got 514,000 potential damage there. And again, what did I say about the last video? Persistence wins the game. Just be persistent enough, and eventually your work will pay off. And boom, look at that. Louisiana down. Took him down. A little Kleber took down Louisiana. There it is. That's the firepower of Louisiana right there, gunboat build. All right, we're going to go re-engage, reassess right here. And let's see what we can do to help out our team. All right, but Debazan goes down, but Yamato's firepower. So we're going to go in and try to cap Charlie here. Hopefully Shimakaze has run out of the map. And, okay, here we go. Let's see if we can engage the G. Hoffman here. And he's slowing us down. He's slowing down. Keep firing in smoke. I got my reload booster. Might as well use as much as I can on it. Get some free shots. Any kind of damage pays off. Oh, did we get a fire on him? I have no idea where he's at there. If only we had a radar or somebody to help us out here. Again, I'm not going to engage a Hoffman. He's got the 6-kilometer hydro. If you don't believe me, take a look at it. Yep, he's got this 6-kilometer hydro, which means he can sit and smoke and still spot us. Not the greatest thing. Ooh, Slava takes a shot at us. Ouch. That one hurt. Oh, man. Slava is super accurate at long range. So we're going to go ahead and egress the area. Again, you know when to choose and pick your fights. So we're going to have to go down back to Charlie here and re-engage. Let's see if we can cap the spot for our team. Wait, nope, it's getting capped by Shimakaze probably. So he outspots us. So we're going to go ahead and engage something. We're going to have to do anything we can to spot and kill. Okay, now we've figured out where the Janan is, so let's see if we can out-juke this guy's shells here. Again, his shells are a little bit more lofty, so I'm not too afraid of his accuracy of his gun, so we're going to disengage and just kind of run away, and yeah, he pops smoke anyway, so we can't really do much in the smoke. Pop the engine boost. Ooh, he got a fire on us. Lucky him. Look at the rate of fire that the Janan has now. That's the new buff right there. All right, so let's disengage. Let's run around. Okay, all caps are down now. We have to do something here. I mean, we're one of the other we're only 3 destroyers here. We've lost 1 destroyer. We're gonna have to even the playing field out. We got to take out either a destroyer or a cap. Let's see what we can do here. Yep, let's reassess. Let's check Charlie. Nope, it's being capped by something else. So what is in here? Ooh, Shimikaze's right there. Okay, let's see if we can get him out. All right, okay, he is almost full health. Okay, watch the power of the Kleber right here with the reload booster. 3,000 damage off this guy. Wow, power of Kleber. That's why you don't pick a fight with a Kleber and a Shimikaze. I did not realize I can take down an entire Shimikaze with this reload booster. That is incredible. There he goes. He goes down. And now we got to get out of dodge and survive this engagement. Hopefully we can throw off these shots. Wait a second. What's coming at us? Oh, man, the torpedoes. Oh, this is why I hate Shimikazes. They just launched a desperate measure the last 2, and you just got to outmaneuver the torpedoes here. So I'm going slim profile, and... ah, dang it. Just by maneuver. If that shot was there, I could have made that. But anyways, we die right there. And yeah, that's the power of the Kleber on the engagement of the destroyers. Unfortunately, we can't win this game, and I think it's a complete loss. Yep. Anyway, we did the best we could with that one. 10 fires, though. That's the power of this thing. Holy crap. 10 fires and number 1 on the team. Yeah, I mean, the amount of damage and things we're doing effectively-wise, yeah, you can be number 1 on the team just by doing that. But anyways, let's take a look at one more video here, and we'll close it up and wrap it up. My thoughts. All right, final game here. My thoughts on Kleber here. We got a carrier and a submarine as well. Man, this thing is cancer all over the place. So what do I think of Kleber so far, full gun build? I think this is a very good alternative to Khabarovsk as well. Reason why I like Khabarov so much is the ability to have great accurate guns, long range, being able to start fires like crazy. The torpedo, this is not a torpedo kind of build for anything in any regard. I don't view Kleber or Khabarovsk as torpedo destroyers because the torpedoes only work for close-in engagements, and the amount of hydro and radar and submarines and CVs and everything spotting out there, it's just not a very good competitor. Now, for the gunboat side of the house, man, this thing is very powerful. It is a very, very strong gameplay style that is very effective in today's meta with the amount of HE spamming, camping, carriers, submarines, and so forth, and it just handles it very well. The name of the game is the throttle juke ability. Now notice this here's another destroyer engagement right here with the Delny, okay? The Delny is kind of like that Khabarov style gameplay at tier 10 for the Soviet time. And watch what it can do with 26,200 HP he's got there. We've got 26,700. This is kind of a fair fight right here. No, he doesn't have too many people helping him. He has maybe 1 or 2 people shooting at me and a submarine. Here comes the reload booster. So we fire the reload booster. Now the French saturation is our gimmick right here. Even though he's firing HE at us, it's only doing so much damage for what he's trying to do. And man, it is super darn powerful for what we are. You know, again, just going toe-to-toe with another destroyer, you feel kind of safe in a Kleber. You don't feel like he's shooting like spit wads at you, and you pretty much can just outlast the guy. Again, persistence is the name of the game in Kleber. If you can just stick it out and just keep a lot of your shots on target, keep firing, and eventually the player is going to give up on you. And that 1 or 2 seconds of giving up is just enough for you to land the final death shot right there, and he goes down from Rhode Island. And that's the name of the game right there. And we win that engagement. So it's pretty awesome what this thing can do. And it makes me feel invulnerable, like in a Khabarovsk and a Kleber. I find that these things are super darn powerful, difficult to kill. And Graf Zeppelins kind of come at us now. Rather than shoot anybody else, the carrier would love to come after the pesky destroyer here. AA is doing something. It's like kind of just pissing him off, really. Here comes his shots right here. I don't know how to dodge this. He just dodged, right, guys? Yeah, there it is. He starts to fire on us. It's okay. We got damage con. And we've got speed. Speed is the name of the game. You are a go-fast speedboat, and you're just going to run away. And here he is coming back at us for some more action right here. Fortunately, he only has a few planes left, and boom, he still gets a hit on us. I can't believe that. We do 9,000 damage, so not the greatest AA. Okay, we're going to shoot long range here in Massachusetts. And again, this feels so comfortable. Going at full speed, shooting long range. You are literally just a chicken with your head cut off, running around screaming and just dealing out damage. And there it is. We killed the Massachusetts. Look at that. I didn't even care about that one. Well, we weren't even trying to kill the Massachusetts. We were just like helping to team out, right? And I believe this is a blowout match. Again, a lot of blowout matches lately. Don't know what's going on. Just the way the meta is today, or the player base, or whatever. We are just having a lot of cooperative feels that we have. Oh, a carrier is still attacking us right now. Okay, we're gonna, and this is the bread and butter of the Kleber here, just spamming battleships. We cap a point and help them out. That's our job. Oh, we got 2 battleships, Iowa and North Carolina. So which one is lower damage? Oh, we'll focus on the North Carolina right now. Just enjoy the slow nature of the guns right here. So they're not very difficult to aim. If you know, you shoot a couple salvos with this thing, you kind of get a feel for how these shells float at 13 or 12 kilometers. They are floaty at those distances, but not difficult to manage. So you can really do a significant amount of damage long range. And right here, here's another power of the Iowa. Not too afraid of hitting battleship superstructures. They still do enough damage. And he's getting torped as well. He's probably going to go down to this. Again, you can't push in on a battleship. Yep, he goes down. There's one. And we win the game. That's it. That's the game. Look at that. I'll pause the video right there. Look at this. No points at all on the opposite team. We only lose one guy. Their entire team is gone. And that was just a blown out game. And look, we didn't really capture too many points either. It's just the way the game is set up right now. And I just don't know, how either one, that ships are just becoming too overpowered or just power crept to the point where the older ships are just not keeping up, and it just forces players to sit too far in the back to be any kind of effective. And if you have a team that actually is maneuvering and coordinating shots and firing as well, it's just a one-sided gameplay at that point. But anyways, my thoughts on the Kleber, a definite must if you want to try out the gunplay build. It's definitely a good contender with the Khabarovs. It fires great. It does a lot of damage. And man, is this thing super freaking powerful, and I really do enjoy it, especially going against toe-to-toe with another destroyer. I am not afraid picking one-on-one gunfights in another destroyer. They start a lot of fires. It shoots down, kills down a lot of destroyers. It's really, really powerful. Even you saw in the previous videos there, we can take out submarines. If you get fast enough overhead one, you can drop 18 depth charges, so it's pretty darn effective. I've been in a lot of these games. I've been a lot of wins in the top, top 3 or top 5 there. And it does its job. A Kleber is a very good, and it satisfies a lot of this annoying ship kind of thing, because you can get up to 1 million potential damage. So very good. Look at this. The game lasted 5 minutes and 43 seconds. So not the greatest in gameplay, because you're killing everybody so fast and just keeping pushes from going. And you could see right there, we just stopped an entire advance, and pushing in with your other team is really, really darn powerful. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, button below if you see value in the channel here. Build will be at the end of the video as always. Hope you guys are doing well. If you see me out there, say hi, and definitely recommend Kleber gun build. It is pretty darn powerful. Until the next time, we'll see you guys soon. Take care. Cheers.